The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. The boys of fall are back. Ottumwa football is coming your way on 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. David Wellbrenner, your local Allstate insurance agent, offering financial services and insurance for auto, life, home, and more. By Bench Warmers on Romer Avenue in Ottumwa. Enjoy their delicious soup and salad bar or try the daily lunch special. And don't forget their famous wings with over 20 sauces available. By Berry Patch IT Service. When it comes to computers, laptops, printers, whether you're purchasing or needing something fixed, just give Dave a call at Berry Patch IT Service downtown Ottumwa at 313 East Main Street. By Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot. Good quality gourmet food selections. By Community First Credit Union with over 16 locations to serve you. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Gordy's Auto Repair on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa for all your auto maintenance repairs. Gordy's Auto, proud sponsor of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. By Jana Brumbaugh at Home Gate Southeast Iowa Real Estate in Ottumwa. Call Jana to buy or sell your home today. Jana is one of the top producing realtors in the area. Call Jana today and you'll see why she's highly recommended. By Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa, where it feels like home. See them today and see how easy they make getting a loan. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thanks, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs! By Ottumwa Glass, located at 212 Gateway Drive. Ottumwa Glass, where they take the pain out of glass repair. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the staff at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call them today for a free, no-obligation appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. By R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street, 2 blocks west of Ottumwa High School. For reasonably priced auto body work, paint jobs, and insurance quotes, contact R&K Body Pros, a local business putting people first. By River Hills Community Health Center with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. Growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information or find us on Facebook. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris ATVs and Rangers. Stop and see them today 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. By Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops on North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. By Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, providing psychiatric and therapy services for children, adolescents, and adults. Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 1527 Albia Road in Ottumwa, accepting most insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid. By The Stitch Doctor, where you can score big with custom embroidery or screen printing with your favorite player or team. Anything from shirts, bags, hats, stadium chairs, coolers, to jackets. Check out The Stitch Doctor in downtown Ottumwa. By Warehouse Barbecue, the spot for great barbecue and cocktails in a fun, fast-paced environment. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, they'll take care of you. Make sure to download the Warehouse Barbecue app and like Warehouse Barbecue on Facebook. And by Whitney RV Sales and Services, Ottumwa's boat and RV repair specialist. Contact them to schedule and make an appointment to take your boat or RV in for repairs, or have them order parts to do it yourself. Whitney RV Sales and Service off Blackhawk Road in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Schaefer Stadium in the City of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer for the live video stream, and Kyle Smith is our radio producer back at the studios of KBIZ. It is the 5th game of the season, the 2nd home game of the season for your Ottumwa Bulldogs, and this will be the toughest test Ottumwa faces all year as the Bulldogs take on the #1 team in Class 4A, the Rams of Southeast Polk High School. OHS comes in at 0-4. Last week they took on Marshalltown. They were tied at 21 at the half. Marshalltown pulled away. The Bobcats won at 42-21. Southeast Polk, they're 4-0. They have an 11-point win over Waukee, a 29-point win over Ankeny Centennial. They beat Cedar Rapids Jefferson 69-13. And 2 weeks ago, they ran all over West Des Moines Valley 34-7. Southeast Polk has been a machine this year, and I was up at the field house talking to Ottumwa head coach Brian Goodvin a little while ago, and he told me that Southeast Polk is the best team he's seen on film in 30 years. So this is an excellent football team that's coming to take on Ottumwa tonight. The Bulldogs 0-4, and hoping that they can put forth their best effort tonight. Obviously, on paper, this is a mismatch. However, with great challenge comes great opportunity, as we said on Twitter earlier today, and the Bulldogs will throw everything they have out there and see what they've got tonight against the Rams of Southeast Polk. The last time these two teams met, it's been a while. We have to go back to 2009, and that was a game that Ottumwa won 21-10. Now, Ottumwa was a 7-win team that season. Adam Goodvin was the quarterback of that team. Southeast Polk was just 1-8 that year, and how a lot of things have changed over the past 11 years. So it's been a while since these two teams have played, even though Southeast Polk is the closest of the CIML teams to Ottumwa. Now, that's by just a few miles, but if you're driving to the Des Moines area from Ottumwa, you take Highway 163, and just as you're coming into the east side of the Des Moines area, you go right by Southeast Polk High School. So these two schools, it's, as we said, the closest CIML school to Ottumwa, but their first meeting in 11 years. We're doing an extended pregame show tonight. It is homecoming for Ottumwa tonight, and so the Bulldog faithful, even though they know the odds are stacked against them a little bit, the Bulldog fans have come out, seen a lot of fans with the face paint on. Obviously, it's a lot chillier this week than it was last week when we played Marshalltown, but the fans have come out to support their Bulldogs, and we're thankful that you're tuned in to our pregame show tonight on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Right now, we will take a 3-minute timeout, come back and continue with the pregame show. The Bulldogs about to face number 1 tonight. All the action still to come on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Check out this listing at 45 Brookwood. You'll find this real log cabin, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home on a small acreage in one of Ottumwa's nicest neighborhoods. Open concept with vaulted ceilings, skylights, and 4 seasons room with a finished walkout lower level. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs at home taking on number 1 Southeast Polk tonight. A few notes as we come into tonight's matchup. First, we'll look at your Bulldogs. We've talked about it on the broadcast this year, but Tanner Schrock has had a really solid first year as a starter. Only a sophomore, starting at cornerback. Already has a pair of interceptions on the season, and he had a fumble recovery in last week's game against Marshalltown. So that's good news for Ottumwa going forward. You've got a good, solid cornerback, and he's got 2 more years to play. Don't know how much we'll see of Abaya Salema on the varsity tonight. He's a sophomore, not listed on the 2 deep, but he did get some action last week. He had a fumble recovery and a good kick return. He had a few good plays in the sophomore game between Ottumwa and Southeast Polk tonight. Now, Southeast Polk won that game 55-12. Also, looking at the Bulldogs, the offense, of course, has struggled at times, but the quick strike ability is there. Ottumwa has 3 touchdowns that have gone farther than 50 yards this year. 2 of them on the ground. Kai Glosser had a 65-yard touchdown run against Winterset, and last week, Colton McKinnon went 53 yards on the ground for a score against Marshalltown. And Trey Swartz, in the first week of the season at Central DeWitt, had a 56-yard touchdown catch from Adam Denniston. So 3 plays that have gone for over 50 yards. And speaking of Denniston, he got off to a bit of a rough start in that Central DeWitt game, 3 interceptions. Ottumwa has not thrown an interception since on the season. The Bulldogs have done a good job of taking care of the ball. Matter of fact, even though last week's game got away in the second half, Ottumwa didn't turn the ball over against Marshalltown, and they were +4 in turnover margin that game. They recovered 4 Marshalltown fumbles, and on the season, the Bulldogs are actually +3 in turnover margin. So that's a good stat for Ottumwa as I get ready for a very tough test tonight against Southeast Polk. Now, when we look at Southeast Polk, as we said, they're 4-0. They've had 2 different games this year that were scheduled against Des Moines Public Schools that were canceled because, as you've probably heard about, Des Moines Public Schools never got their act together for getting their football teams on the field. And by the time that they're allowed to have activities start again, football season will be over. That's something else that will factor into something else we'll talk about a little bit later in the pregame show. Southeast Polk was supposed to play Des Moines Lincoln last week. That got called off. The Rams did not play. Now, 2 weeks ago, they played West Des Moines Valley, and they beat them 34-7, but they did lose maybe their best player at the end of the game, Xavier Nwangpa. He is a junior. He's a safety. He also plays some on offense. He is the Des Moines Register's #1 rated recruit in the state of Iowa for the class of 2022. He was ejected in the 4th quarter of the Valley game for targeting, and my original understanding was that he was suspended for the first half of tonight's game. Then when I talked to Bulldog head coach Brian Goodman, he thought that in high school the suspension was for this entire game. However, Southeast Polk head coach Brad Zelenovich, when he sent me his depth chart, he had Xavier Nwangpa as a starting safety, and Nwangpa is out there in uniform warming up. So we'll see whether or not he plays. Coach Goodwin said he would not be happy. Goodwin said he would not be happy if Southeast Polk was able to get that targeting call overturned on appeal after the fact, which can happen, but he saw the play on film and didn't think it should be overturned. So we'll be watching that. If Nwangpa's on the field, he is a real factor defensively. He already has 19 college offers, and he's far from the only Southeast Polk kid that's being recruited heavily. Their junior quarterback, Jackson Daly, ranked by the Register as the #6 recruit in the state. And their sophomore left tackle, Caden Proctor, already has 10 major college offers, and he is huge. the whole Southeast Polk offensive line is huge, but Proctor getting a lot of attention, and again, he's only a sophomore, so not only is Southeast Polk good, they look like they'll be good for some time. And how good are they? Well, we talked about, players on offense and defense for them. The Rams beat Ankeny Centennial second game of the season 29-0. They held Centennial to one rushing yard the whole game for a pretty darn good Jaguar team. Then 2 weeks ago against Valley, they held the Tigers to 19 rushing yards, and Valley's starting running back is committed to go to Kansas State. So this Southeast Polk defense, the offense has gotten a little more attention, but their defense has shut down everybody this year, and it's going to be hard to move the ball. And their head coach, Brad Zelenovich, knows all about taking teams to the playoffs. This is his 8th season overall as a head coach, his 6th at Southeast Polk. In his previous 7 seasons, he's gone to the playoffs all 7 years, and he had the Rams in the state semifinals just 2 years ago. So that gives you an idea of just what Ottumwa is looking at here tonight. They are talking about the homecoming court now down on the field, and this is a good time for us to take another timeout. We'll come back, continue with the pregame show, talk a little bit about what's coming up for Ottumwa in the next couple of weeks. See if we can't hear the announcement of the homecoming king and queen. If we do, we'll pass it along. Still more to come on our pregame show. Keep it right here. 3 minutes and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whitney RV Sales and Service off Blackhawk Road in Ottumwa handles everything from custom work, wood rot, siding repairs, rubber roofs, and much more. They also handle insurance work and offer many accessories. In addition, they now have a qualified mechanic to work on gas-driven RVs and can also do routine automotive work. Contact them now to schedule your fall or winter appointment. Whitney RV Ottumwa will make sure your boat is ready for the water and your RV is ready for the road.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on our live video stream. Bulldogs about to take on number 1 Southeast Polk. This will be a short segment here because the Ottumwa High Marching Band is taking the field The band and choir are about to do the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem as they raise the flag here at Schaefer Stadium. Real quick, we do want to tell you that Ottumwa will play next week to wrap up the regular season. The opponent is no longer Des Moines North. We knew that was coming for a couple of weeks. They weren't going to be able to get Des Moines Public Schools back on the football field. So Ottumwa now has Ames back on the schedule. Remember, we were going to play them in September at Ames. That game had to be canceled because Ames had to go to virtual learning for a while, but Ames football is back on the field, and they're going to come to Ottumwa next Friday night. That'll be the final regular season game. Kickoff will be at 7 Friday night, just like it would have been before, but instead of Ottumwa and Des Moines North, it'll be Ottumwa and Ames Friday night at 7, right here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Again, we're about to take another break here as we're waiting for the fine musicians of Ottumwa High to begin the national anthem. They did announce, they called them the Spirit King and Queen. Homecoming a little different this year, but this year's King and Queen, Nathan Campbell and Leticia Sosa. So congratulations to those Ottumwa High students on being elected Spirit King and Spirit Queen for 2020. Well, the band is on the field and ready to go. The choir is down below ready to go. As you probably know, the choir sings as the band plays for Honoring America before each game. Not quite sure what our delay is here. Don't know if I have time to get into this right now, and if they start up the anthem, we'll take the break and do it afterwards. But we know that Ottumwa, no matter what happens this week and next week, Ottumwa will play at least one playoff game this year because everybody in the state who is playing football will play in a playoff game. It sounds like, well, they have the video presentation about Schaefer Stadium before they begin the song, so we'll go through this. As it stands now, and this information comes from Jeff Linder, the fine writer for the Cedar Rapids Gazette, there are 40 teams in Class 4A, but as we know, Des Moines North, Des Moines North, Des Moines East, Des Moines Lincoln, Des Moines Roosevelt not playing football. They're in 4A. They won't be in the 4A tournament. Des Moines Hoover is a 3A school in football, so that doesn't count in this equation. So that leaves 36 teams in Class 4A. And so to get to a 32-team bracket, basically the top 28 teams in 4A will get byes, and the bottom 8 teams should be playing in a first-round game. That means Ottumwa's first-round opponent, because the Bulldogs almost certainly will be in that 8. But Ottumwa should have a competitive opponent in the opening round. And a quick look at some of the other schools who have struggled this year: Davenport West 0-5, Sioux City West 0-5, Cedar Rapids Jefferson 0-5, Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson 0-4, Davenport Central 1-4, Linn-Mar's 0-3. Iowa City High and Iowa City Liberty are both 1-1, and they had to miss parts of their seasons because of COVID concerns in Iowa City. Ames is 0-3, but as we said, we're playing them next week. I can't imagine we'd have to play them 2 weeks in a row. But those are some options, and we'll know more after next week. All right, they've begun the song for the national anthem. Well, the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem. So we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and continue with your Bulldog pregame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Check out this listing at 11471 48th Street in Ottumwa, with almost 5 acres, over 2,000 square feet of living space, a large rec room, newly installed waterproof flooring, a large outbuilding, deck, and pool. Pool table and appliances are included with the home. To see this property or to list your property, give me a call at 641-455-0000 or check us out at homegatesoutheastiowa.com.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Bulldogs at home to take on number 1 Southeast Polk. Bulldogs will take the field in just a minute or two. And let's get back to what we were talking about right before the break. Ottumwa's first round playoff game coming up on October 16th and likely to be against one of the teams that we went through again: Davenport West, Sioux City West, Cedar Rapids Jefferson, Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson, Ames and Linn-Mar are all winless. Davenport Central is 1-4. Iowa City High, Iowa City Liberty, tough to judge as they're both 1-1. But they're back on the field playing this week and next week. So there's a lot of variables in there. The Iowa High School Athletic Association has said that they will announce the playoff fields in all classes by noon on Saturday, October 10th. So they told people, don't bother waiting up till 3 in the morning. We're not going to have it at 3 in the morning after the final football games next week. So we'll know a week from tomorrow, right around noon, who Ottumwa will play. And I'm assuming Ottumwa will go somewhere. But again, you look at that list and you say, well, some of those other teams finish 0-6, 0-7. Could Ottumwa get a home game? There's no way of knowing right now. And the Athletic Association has said that they will set the playoff brackets with an eye on geography. But, of course, as has always been the case, the issue for Ottumwa is geographically, and you look at the teams that could be involved here in those first-round games, geographically, the Bulldogs aren't that close to anybody. I would imagine the closest trip of the teams on that list would probably be Iowa City High, Iowa City Liberty, and then Cedar Rapids Jefferson. You'd think there'd be no way they'd send us to Sioux City or Council Bluffs. In fact, those two schools, Sioux City West and Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson, would probably end up playing each other just because of the geographical concerns. I wouldn't complain too much about having to drive that far. It might be kind of fun to play somebody different, but that would be a long way to go. But whoever Ottumwa plays, either they'll be making a long trip or there is maybe a chance that someone makes a long trip here. But either way, the simple fact of the matter is Ottumwa will get to play in a playoff game. Now, it might not mean as much. Some people might think it doesn't mean as much because everybody gets into the playoffs this year. But given the situation we are in 2020, if Ottumwa makes it to the end of the football season without having any COVID-19 issues and is able to play a playoff game, that is a success in and of itself, just like football and baseball and softball. I went the other way. Baseball and softball were a success for Ottumwa in part simply because they stayed on the field all season. So, again, give credit to the Ottumwa Athletic Department, the players, the coaches, the staff. Everybody's done a great job helping Ottumwa stay on the field this fall in all the sports, and hopefully that will continue. Got one captain from each team meeting at midfield for the ceremonial coin toss. Adam Deniston, the Bulldog quarterback, is the captain, and I'm trying to pick up the number on the Southeast Polk player. That might be linebacker Davis Fairchild, 22. I believe it is. So Southeast Polk has won the toss and deferred.
Southeast Polk has won the toss.
Ottumwa has chosen to receive.
The Bulldogs will receive.
And so the Bulldogs will move left to right as we look at it in the opening half. By the way, Ottumwa's captains tonight are Adam Denniston, Colton McKinnon, Trey Swartz, and Kai Glosser. So we are just about ready to get things underway as the warm-up clock counts down and hits all zeros. Bulldogs, of course, in the red home jerseys. Got the 2 white stripes on the shoulders. White lettering, white numbers front and back. White pants with the red stripe. White helmets with the red stripe down the middle. The red Ottumwa O and the players' numbers in red on the back of the helmet. Southeast Polk has road white jerseys with black numbers. They have gold striping trimmed in black on the shoulders, black pants with a gold stripe, and black helmets with the gold stripe and gold lettering SE for Southeast Polk.
McKinnon is deep for the Bulldogs.
Kicking off for Southeast Polk will be Cale Nave, who is their second kicker.
Kicking off for Southeast Polk, 78.
Their normal starting kicker is a freshman, Hunter Chanthafon, but he was not in full uniform warming up, and so Southeast Polk is without their top kicker tonight, it would appear. Nave is a left-footed kicker. Ottumwa's got 3 players back deep. Ball teed up at the 40 on the left hash for Southeast Polk. They kick it right to left. It's a low bouncing kick that will trickle out of bounds at the 15, so that'll be a flag. Free kick out of bounds, and Ottumwa will take over first down and 10. Pretty good field position out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
And there, right there, you see a little bit of impact from Southeast Polk being without its number 1 kicker. We'll set the ball at the 35-yard line, first down and 10. The Ottumwa offense, Adam Dennison at quarterback, Kai Glosser the tailback, Andy Palma the fullback, Colton McKinnon the wingback, Miles Sainer the wide receiver, Trey Swartz the tight end, left tackle Gabe Jacobs, left guard Jackson Corzette, center Ryan Slack, right guard Jeff Schauman, the right tackle Lane Spurgeon. Southeast Polk has a 4-4-3 defense, and indeed, top recruit safety Xavier Nwangpa is in the game, so apparently he doesn't have to serve any kind of suspension for his targeting call. Ottumwa's going to spread it out on first down, 3 wide to the left. Shotgun snap to Dennison. Quick throw to the left, and Swartz didn't get turned around in time on the quick out. Off his hands and incomplete. And it is second down and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35.
For Southeast Polk, Dom Caggiano is the defensive end on one side, Caleb Daniels the other side, Andrew Harris the defensive tackle, Ross Cooper the nose tackle. The outside linebackers, Austin Enos and Alec Kligopoulos. The inside linebackers, Andrew Reed and Davis Fairchild. The cornerbacks, Jalen Aguinaga and Jace Aguinaga. And Nwangpa the safety. Handoff up the middle to Kai Glosser on second down, and he's out across the 40 to the 41, a gain of 6. Before Fairchild gets him on the ground, and it is third down and 4.
3rd and 4.
A lot of size on that defensive line, 230, 240, 240, 237 across that front 4 for Southeast Polk. 3rd down and 4. I formation for the Bulldogs, a handoff. Glosser looking for room left side, didn't find much. Got stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And it is 4th down. Now, Ottumwa may have to punt here, and the punt unit comes on. Jesus Jaime, good to see he's okay. He limped off in last week's game, but he comes on for this punt, averaging nearly 38 yards a punt. Twin safeties back deep for Southeast Polk. Nwangpa is one of them, and Jalen Aguinaga is the other. A high, kind of short end-over-end punt, and Aguinaga with a fair catch right around the 30-yard line on the far side. And that's where Southeast Polk will take over first down and 10 with 10:49 to go in the opening quarter. They'll mark it actually at the Southeast Polk 29. We'll get our first look at the left-handed junior quarterback, Jackson Daly, who is the number 6 rated recruit in the junior class, according to the Des Moines Register. Titus Christensen is the running back. They run 3 wideouts, Isaiah Emmanuel, Boone Bain, and Alex LeClaire. Caleb Daniels, the tight end. The big left tackle, Caden Proctor, 6'7", 285, just a sophomore, and he's been a road grader for them. They'll motion a man. They've got Two in the backfield, and they'll do a swing pass out to Emmanuel left side. He goes outside a block to the 30, sideline 35-40, breaks a tackle at the 45, and he's taken down across the 50 as finally catching up to him was Zach Ross. Brought him down from behind right at midfield, though, a gain of 21 on the swing pass to Emmanuel.
55, Zach Ross.
Southeast Polk likes to spread it out.
Gain is out to the 50-yard line.
We mentioned Proctor at 285, the left tackle. The left guard, Jake Vore, a transfer from Dowling. He's 6'5", 300 pounds. The center, Caleb Runyon, 6'0", 235. The right guard, Reese Steele, 6'5", 285. The right tackle, Cade Borad, 6'3", 305. Pistol formation on first down. And a fake handoff and a throw out to the right. A catch and a slip by Emmanuel. He cannot get out of the grasp of the Ottumwa tackle. McKinnon got him down, but he's got 8 yards to the Ottumwa 42 on the play action. That might have been one of those run-pass options that's becoming more and more popular in football these days.
2nd and 2 at the 42.
The ball on the 42 of Ottumwa on the right hash, second down. Southeast Polk goes without a huddle. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. The running back, Titus Christensen, is behind the left-hander Jackson Daly in the pistol. Now he shifts over to his left side. There's the snap. A handoff to Christensen running right, and he breaks a tackle and gets inside the 40 down to about the 36-yard line.
Titus Christensen is the ball carrier.
That's a gain of 6 and another Ram first down.
Jaime on the stop.
Jesus Jaime made the tackle. The Bulldog defense, John Harden and Gabe Jacobs, the defensive end. Jay Guerra and Jesus Jaime inside on the line. Andy Palma, Zach Ross, Matt Gravy are the linebackers. Tanner Schrock, Josh Johnson the corners. Isaac Eaton, Austin Fountain the safeties. 2 wide left and a wing back to the right on first down and 10, Southeast Polk from the Ottumwa 36. Snap to Daly, play action, back to pass all the time in the world. Deep down the left side, got a man open, caught, touchdown. As Boone Bain gets his first touchdown catch of the year, 36 yards. And that time he beat Ottumwa over the top. And just like that, Southeast Polk on the board, 9:24 to go opening quarter. Cale Nabel will attempt the extra point, the left-footed kicker, 5 of 6 on the season. Daly, the quarterback, is the holder. He gets the hold down. The kick is up, and it is good. So 9:24 first quarter. Ottumwa down 7-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Southeast Polk goes 71 yards in just 4 plays, 1:25 off the clock. They lead Ottumwa 7-0. High end-over-end kick. It'll be taken at the 5-yard line on the far side, bringing it back to the near side, out to the 15, breaking a tackle, out to the 20, and if he hadn't been tackled there, a lot more room to run.
More on the return.
The return man,
Brought down by
Julian Moore, the senior, with a good return. And he's down to the 21-yard line. And that's where Ottumwa will begin its second drive, 9:16 to go in the first quarter. Ottumwa will send 2 wide to the left. Denniston in the pistol, backs on either side of him. Gets a snap, handoff to Glosser, knifes his way off right guard for about 3 yards.
Brought down by Fairchild.
See if they do give him 3 to the 24. Just outside the 23. We'll be generous and give him 3.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second down and a long 7.
At the 23.
Bulldogs taking their time in the huddle. If you're Ottumwa, you want to take your time. You want to bleed a little clock in this game. 2 wide to the right, the short side. 2 backs in the backfield. Shotgun snap to Dennison. Give it to Glosser, trying to get outside to the left, and he is run down in the backfield, taken down at the 20.
9, Alec Gagopoulos.
That's a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down and 11.
Loss is back to the 20, bringing up 3rd and 11.
Well, this is not where you want to be tonight, Ottumwa. 3rd down and at 11, back on your own 20. Ottumwa will send 2 wide to the right this time. Single back in the backfield with Denniston. Back to pass. Fires behind and intercepted. Picked off by Nwangpa. He heads to the left. He's got room, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And he probably should get a taunting flag as he slowed down and was looking back at the Ottumwa defender chasing him.
Run back by number 5, Xavier Nwangpa.
Again, Nwangpa had a targeting call last week, was ejected. Why he's even in this game, we don't know.
Polk touchdown.
But he gets an INT return for a touchdown. And we'll call that about 25 yards. That's actually his first interception of the season. It is Southeast Polk's first interception of the season. And Nave is on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. 7:49 first quarter. Southeast Polk up 14-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
7:49 to go here in the opening quarter. Southeast Polk leading Ottumwa now 14-0. A quick touchdown drive and then an interception return for a score. And the sidewinding wobbly kick will bounce at the 6 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Ottumwa will begin its third drive from its own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
And I don't want to belabor the point too much, but I don't understand how Nwangpa could get a targeting call in the 4th quarter against Valley in his last game, and he's not sitting out in this game. Ottumwa will try to move the ball against this 4-4 Southeast Polk defense. I formation on 1st down, and a handoff doesn't really go anywhere to Glosser. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it is 2nd down and 10.
Dominic Cajanio and 59 Braden Hall.
2nd down and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
This time, Denniston will
22,
give it to Andy Palma, the quick hitter. Tried to go around the right side, found a little bit of room.
Brought down by number 4, Austin Enos.
Austin Enos, the outside linebacker, gets him down at the 23. That's a gain of 3, 3rd down and 7. Clock ticking, 6:51 and counting here in the first quarter. Bulldogs already down 14-0 to the number 1 team in the state. 2 wide to the right, 2 tight ends. Back to pass Denniston, steps up, had a little time now, looks to run, could use a block, didn't really get one. And he will be stopped after a 1-yard gain to bring up 4th down.
Brought down by 22.
That was better protection than Ottumwa's had at times for Denniston this year, but didn't see anybody open, saw an opening to try to run, tried to get what he could. As Jaime's punt is taken by Nwangpa at the 41. Sidesteps 2 players to the right. There's a whole lot of room on the right side to the 40. There's a flag down, though. 35-30, Nwangpa cuts back, splits defenders, and he's all the way home. But That laundry on the field means this is probably coming back.
Flag on the play.
Our head official, who was behind the punter, sprinting out towards the 30-yard line, and we've got a block in the back on Southeast Polk, and that will negate the punt return. And Southeast Polk will still get the ball in Ottumwa territory, but they'll have to earn the touchdown with their offense. Ten yards from the spot of the foul, and the flag is sitting at about the 38 of Ottumwa, so they'll put it back on the Ottumwa 48-yard line. 5:56 to go in the opening quarter. Make it the 49.
First and 10 for the Rams at the Bulldog 49-yard line.
Let's see if the Ottumwa defense, really this is only the Ottumwa defense's second shot at it. Southeast Polk had a 4-play touchdown drive, then scored on an interception return. And that massive offensive line sets up in front of their quarterback, Jackson Daly. Pistol formation. They will motion that fullback, Mason Rankin, over to the left side. Snap to Daly, handoff to Christensen, finds room around the left side, cuts inside the 45, and he's dragged down by Julian Moore and Austin Fountain as he gets to about the 33, a gain of about 7. Second down and 3. Southeast Polk, despite the spread formation, they average over 262 rushing yards per game as they motion Christensen behind Daly, and we got a false start here as Daly was clapping his hands for the snap, and the right tackle, Cade Baroud, went early. And he's looking back at his quarterback as if to say, I thought the count was on 1. No, it was on 2, or whatever the count actually was.
False start against the Rams.
So that'll turn
brings the ball back to the 48.
Second and 3 into second and 8 back at the 40, or second and 9, I should say, back at the 48. I guess that was only a 6-yard gain on first down. 2 wide to the right, tight end to the left, pistol formation. Christensen on the right hip of Daly now. There's the snap. Play action rolling out to the right. Throws, and a leaping catch is made at about the 35-yard line by Cole Falloon. But I thought there was another flag. Yep, there is, right around midfield. And if that's on the offense, Southeast Polk is becoming its own worst enemy. That's in the area of holding, and that is what they have called.
Call against the Rams.
So the punt return for a touchdown called back on a block in the back. Then second and 4 became second and 9 after a false start, and now a first down is wiped out by a holding penalty. 3 of the last 4 plays, Southeast Polk has moved backwards, and the ball now sitting just outside the 40. So this is now second down and about 20.
The Rams at the 40.
The Rams do average over 168 passing yards a game, 431 yards per game of total offense. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation. Daly gets the snap, looking left, fires deep down the left side, fade route, and it is dropped, and that would have been a touchdown. Cole Falloon, who had his first reception wiped out on the penalty a moment ago, got behind Josh Johnson on that play down the sideline near side and dropped it. I think he was running to the end zone before he secured the ball. So now third down and 20. Colt McKinnon has checked in at corner for Ottumwa. Rams will go 2 wide to the right and 3 to the left. Empty backfield. Well, you got to get some quick pressure here. It's 3rd and 20. You got to get that ball out quick. Ottumwa rushes forward. Daly has time now under pressure, throws, and it is intercepted at the 30-yard line. There's Tanner Schrock to the 40, 45, and he's down at midfield. Tanner Schrock, his 3rd interception of the season. And Ottumwa takes over at midfield. First down and 10. That's only the 3rd interception thrown by Daly this year, but it was that pressure, and I think it was Trey Swartz coming up the middle on him that forced him to get rid of that ball early. And now we will have an officials timeout. It is a sanitization timeout, so we'll take 1 minute and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in and let me, David Berry, assist you with fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, printers to keyboards, new or refurbished. I carry a variety of makes and models. Whether for work or play, I can customize whatever you're looking for. Sure, Main Street is under construction, but my front and back doors are always open. Berry Patch IT Services, open Monday through Friday at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
McKinnon is the ball carrier.
After a mandatory sanitization timeout, Ottumwa runs the inside reverse on first down. The handoff goes to Glosser, who then gives it to Colt McKinnon coming back to the right side. McKinnon didn't have as much room as he did last week when he ran that play for a 53-yard touchdown, but he gets 7 yards. And it will be 2nd down and 3. Bulldogs into Southeast Polk territory for the first time tonight, coming off the 3rd interception of the season by Tanner Schrock. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. The lone wide out left is Trey Swartz. 2 backs in the backfield. Shotgun snap to Deniston. Rolling to his right, throwing, looking for McKinnon. It's picked off. There's Nwangpa again, his 2nd pick of the night, and he will be taken down at his own 45-yard line on the return.
On the interception.
Adam Deniston not happy about the pick, and he laid the hit on Nwangpa.
Brought down by Deniston.
But it is 1st down and 10 Southeast Polk, and Ottumwa's momentum is snuffed out just like that.
1st and 10 for the Rams at the 45.
So 4:19 to go in the quarter. Southeast Polk with the ball again. They lead 14-0. Still can't take anything away from Tanner Schrock. Again, his 3rd pick of the season, and he did it against the #1 team in the state. 2 wide right, 1 to the left for the Rams. Pistol formation. They put the back on the right side. Daly, the quarterback, gets the snap, gives it to Christensen, and he finds room left side, a lot of room, 45. Cuts back at the 40, makes another man miss. Running outside of the 30 and finally taken down from behind by Zach Ross. Ross came about 30 yards to make that tackle.
Brought down by Ross.
But Christensen, a 26-yard run.
For the Rams on
the ball sitting now at the Ottumwa 29. Again in the pistol. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Daly clapped his hands, but then everybody looks to the sideline as they change the play. 3:50 and counting first quarter. Ottumwa down 14-0. Daly swings it out to the right side, caught by Falloon to the cuts inside and back outside 20, 15, and he's caught from behind by Isaac Eaton, but he's all the way down to the 9-yard line.
Number 8.
There is a flag, though, on the near side, and I believe Southeast Polk's going to get called for an illegal shift, illegal motion. Well, again, Southeast Polk has been a little self-destructive here in this first quarter. So they'll move the ball back 5 yards, and instead of 1st and goal at the 9, we go to 1st and 15. Back at the Ottumwa 34.
For Polk on the 34.
Rams have 2 wide to the right, or to the left, pardon me, the tight end on the right side. Jackson Daly, the quarterback, looks like he's going to go under center. Backs are on an offset eye. There's a snap. Fumbled the snap. Daly gets back on it. But that's another loss of a yard or 2.
Covered by the Rams.
See where they set it down. Yeah, right about the 35, loss of 1. Second down and 16.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second and 16.
Rams will respond with 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Well, they're really testing Ottumwa's secondary and pass defense with these formations, and now Ottumwa's going to give them 5 yards back as Daly clapped his hands and Ottumwa jumped off sides.
Encroachment is the call against the Bulldogs.
So second down and 16 will become second down and 11 from the 30. Rams will keep the same formation. Christensen on the right hip of Daly. There's a snap, blitz comes. Throw a quick out in the middle. It's caught, but another flag is down as Falloon races up the middle for the end zone. He's into the end zone, but again, this is probably coming back. Unless Ottumwa was offside, but if they were, it would have stopped the play. If this is on Southeast Polk, it'll be the second time that a touchdown was called back, and it is again illegal motion. There is a question here if you're looking at Southeast Polk. They're the number 1 team in the state. They're 4-0. They're coming in to face an Ottumwa team that's 0-4. And you question whether Southeast Polk was as locked in practice this week as their coaches would have liked. Based on all these penalties in the first quarter, you'd have to say not really. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. We're back to second down and 16. Daly rolling right, left-handed quarterback, throws to the sideline, caught by Falloon, tries to stay in, but he's shoved out at about the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
To Falloon.
But that'll set up third down.
Forced out of bounds by Schrock and Moore.
Got to get to the 19, so it's third down and about 7.
Southeast Polk.
We'll give him 9 yards there. Third down and 7, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Southeast Polk went with a hard count. Ottumwa flinched but didn't come across the line. Now Daly calls out a new play. Gets the snap, back to pass, under pressure, flips it out to the right to Christensen. It's a screen, cuts inside to the 20, and dragging tacklers for another yard or 2, gets a push from his big lineman Proctor at the end. And I believe he has enough for a first down. He needed the 19. I think they'll give him the 18.
To number 2, Titus Christensen.
Christensen, that's his 8th catch of the year.
First down.
Needed 7, got 8. First and 10, Rams in the red zone. 2:22 on the clock here in the first quarter. Bulldogs already down 14-0. Pistol formation, both the fullback and the running back are to the left side. And it's a play action throw out to the left, and a leaping catch is made by Boone Bain, but he is tackled right there by Tanner Schrock, who came up on the quick pass and stopped him for minimal gain.
Brought down by Schrock.
In fact, that's really no gain. Second down and 10. Rams will send 2 wide to the right this time. Jackson Daly again in the pistol. There's a snap. Play action rolling out under quick pressure. Makes one man miss. Steps up, looks to throw, now looks to run. Caught from behind by Moore as he got down to about the 10-yard line.
Brought down by Julian Moore.
And I'll make it third and short. Third down and about 2 from the 10. And Daly will go under center with backs in an offset eye. There's a snap, a handoff to Christensen up the middle, breaks a tackle, runs into his own man at the 5, trying to fight for yardage.
Christensen on the
and he didn't quite get into the end zone, I don't believe. But they will mark him down.
Tackled by Ross.
At about the 1-yard line. Inside the 1, first and goal.
First and goal for Polk inside the 1.
2 wide to the left, under center is Daly. He may just sneak this. Nope, he gives to the fullback, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Mason Rankin.
Number 30, Rankin into the end zone.
And with 44.8 seconds left in the quarter, Southeast Polk is up 3 scores. Cale Nave on for the extra point. Snap is there. Kick is up, nearly blocked, but Tanner Schrock wasn't quite able to get there, and the kick is no good, though. So with 44.8 to go in the quarter, 20-0 Rams, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
On the ensuing kickoff, not quite sure what happened there. Oh no, Southeast Polk offside on the kickoff. There's the flag on the far side. Didn't see it at first. Southeast Polk leading 20-0. They commit another penalty though. They're offsides on the kickoff, and they'll have to do this again. Rams on their last drive, 55 yards in 8 plays. That doesn't count the 3 penalties they committed. Mason Rankin a 1-yard touchdown run. And now Nave's kickoff from the 35 is end over end, kind of short. It'll be taken by an up man about the 14, cutting to the right to the 25, up middle 30. There's a flag down. That's Kai Glosser with a good return, but a flag on the play may bring this back deeper into Ottumwa territory. That last Southeast Polk drive, by the way, about 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Officials having a longer than I would expect discussion about this, but a personal foul. They call a personal foul on Ottumwa there. A blindside block is called on Ottumwa. Oh, that one hurts. The return was out near the 35, but the flag is back at about the 27, so that'll be half the distance, and Ottumwa will begin this drive deep in its own territory. 36.8 seconds on the clock. And the ball all the way back at their own 15.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 15-yard line.
Well, let's see if Ottumwa can get something going here as we approach the end of the first quarter. They don't get everybody into the huddle until there's 15 on the play clock, but they know what they're running, so they break it quickly. McKinnon goes wide to the right, everybody else in tight. Denniston under center. And quick hitter up the middle to Palma. Didn't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard out to the 16. To bring up second down and 9. Ottumwa does not have to snap it again for the end of the quarter, and I don't know why you would. Bulldogs are standing around here, and it looks like we'll reach the end of the first quarter. So Ottumwa down to number 1 Southeast Polk 20-0. Back in 1 minute for the start of the second quarter on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Check out this listing at 45 Brookwood. You'll find this real log cabin, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home on a small acreage in one of Ottumwa's nicest neighborhoods. Open concept with vaulted ceilings, skylights, and 4 seasons room with a finished walkout lower level. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Start of the second quarter. Number 1 Southeast Polk leading Ottumwa 20-0 here at Schaefer Stadium. Bulldogs have it 2nd down and 9 from their own 16-yard line. I formation for Ottumwa, single wide out to the right short side of the field, 2 tight ends. Denniston under center again, and a give to Glosser, looking for room left side. Had 1 block and finds a few yards out to the 19-yard line. Gain of 3, and it will be 3rd down and about 6.
Third and 6 at the 19.
You know Ottumwa would like to get the ball to Trey Swartz, but that's easier said than done. Southeast Polk right now has Jace Aguinaga, the junior cornerback, guarding him. They throw in the flat over the head of Swartz and incomplete. He ran a hitch route right to the marker at the 25-yard line, right about at the numbers, and Dennison overthrew him 4th down. It was open, but the pass was not accurate. The punt unit is on, but the punter, Jaime, is not out there. He came on, then went off. Now he's hustling back on. They've got time. Still 18 on the play clock.
Jesus Jaime into punt.
Jesus gets off a low end-over-end kick. It'll bounce over the head of the first return man. Nwankpa picks it up to the 45, and he's not going anywhere. Austin Fountain hit him first, and then Zach Ross finished him off.
Is the return man.
Good punt coverage that time by Ottumwa. Nwankpa had a punt return for a touchdown called back by a penalty in the first quarter, but he wasn't going anywhere that time. Only got a yard on the return. Southeast Polk does have it on its own 46. 11:09 to go here in the second quarter. They will send 2 wide to the right and 1 to the left. They're in the pistol. Daly with the running back on his left hip, and he will keep it and fire on the slant route, caught by the wide receiver, Isaiah Emanuel. That's inside the 40 of Ottumwa, down to about the 36. 15-yard gain.
6-yard line, 1st and 10, Southeast Polk.
Yeah, I think that's a run-pass option. I think Daly has the choice to either give it to Christensen, the tailback, or actually they've got Nwankpa in their tailback now, or he can pull it back and fire a quick pass. 1st and 10. Nwankpa goes to his left hip. Gets the handoff up the middle, has room, bounces it to the outside. Now he's got a big blocker in front of him. Tries to cut back inside of the 20, makes 3 more men miss. He's still on his feet inside the 5, and he hops into the end zone. My goodness.
In for a
just a series of jump cuts, 36 yards. Here's the thing about Southeast Polk. Nwankpa is playing offense just because he's talented. He's a safety. He'll go to a major college, Division I, Power 5 school as a safety. He's playing offense really just for the heck of it. And that's already his 5th touchdown run of the year. Kale Nave on for the extra point. Again, I have to point out that Nwankpa was ejected for targeting in his last game, and we're still not sure why he's eligible to play tonight, but he has a touchdown. The kick is good. 27-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa Glass, located on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa, is your one-stop for all glass repair and installation. This time of year, your windshield has plenty of things thrown at it: pebbles, birds, and the occasional flying deer. Well, if you've had this happen to your vehicle, bring it to Ottumwa Glass for free estimates of your repair or replacement. If Bambi has made it impossible, they will come to you with guaranteed quality workmanship. They do home, commercial, and farm glass work as well. Ottumwa Glass on Gateway Drive across from O'Hara Hardware in Ottumwa, your full-service glass repair shop.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Southeast Polk only needed 2 plays to go 54 yards, 27 seconds. They lead Ottumwa 27-0. 10:42 to go second quarter. The kickoff is short, and it will bounce and kind of be knocked down and picked up by Tanner Schrock, and he's only able to get it to about the 16-yard line before he is swarmed under. And a little bit of miscommunication there, as I think Schrock thought one of the up men would get it. They'll give him the 17.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 17.
10:36 on the clock, second quarter. Well, you'd just like to see Ottumwa move the ball a little bit, get a couple of first downs. Ottumwa does not have a first down yet. And on this snap, a quick give to Palma right side, broke a tackle,
Andy Palma is
and got out to about the 20-yard line. Maybe the 21. We'll see where they put it down.
Brought down by number 4, Austin Enos.
Now they give him the 20, a gain of 3 for Andy Palma, second down and 7.
Second and 7 at the 20.
I formation, single wide out to the right, tight ends either side for Ottumwa. Quick snap, hand off to Glosser, and boy, just the defensive line for Southeast Polk collapsed the offensive line of Ottumwa, and no gain on the play.
Tackled by number 90, Andrew Harris.
Third down and 7 from the 20. It would be a fair question to wonder why Ottumwa even has to play Southeast Polk this season. Now, the quick answer is it's the coronavirus's fault. We'll get into that a little bit more later. Third down snap, Dennison throws it out in the flat, caught by Swartz, and he's got a first down out across the 25 near the 28-yard line.
Good for a Bulldog.
That was a dangerous pass as Southeast Polk had an underneath defender, but Dennison threw it up high for his tall receiver. Swartz brought it down. With a leaping catch, he's out to the 29, a gain of 9, and the Bulldogs have their first down of the game. Counting down 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Single wide out to the right is Miles Sainer. To the left is Swartz. Shotgun snap to Dennison. Bobbles it. It's on the ground. He has to dive on it back of the 25. Wasn't a bad snap. He just didn't hang on to it. And it's second down and about 13.
Lost back to the 26. Second and 13.
They mark it at the 26, so it is a loss of 3. And Ottumwa taking its time. Sainer's wide right. The wingback McKinnon and the tight end Swartz shift right to left, but a flag is down. And I think someone on the right side of the offensive line flinched while the shift was happening, and that'll be a false start.
False start.
And that'll move the offense back 5 more yards. Now second down and 18.
Brings up second and 18 at the 21.
Ball sitting at the 21. They've got to get it out to the 39. Bulldogs huddle once again. They break the huddle with 13 on the play clock. Sainer wide to the right, McKinnon slot right, Swartz wide left. Playing tight coverage, maybe go over the top here. They do try to go over the top, and it's knocked away incomplete as Aguinaga knocked it away. There's a flag down in the backfield. The safety, Nwangpa, gambled, went for that ball and missed it. And if Aguinaga had knocked it away, Swartz might have caught it and run a long way, but a flag in the backfield is against Ottumwa anyway. Now, Southeast Polk declines the penalty. It'd still be 3rd down and 18. If they accept it, it'll be 2nd down and absolutely forever. And I'm a little surprised they're accepting this.
Penalty against the Bulldogs was for a chop block.
They called Ottumwa for a chop block, and they move it back to the 9-yard line.
Ball is marked about the 8-yard line.
Well, this is now 2nd down and about 30.
And
Denniston gets the snap, back to pass. Deep down the left side, he's looking for McKinnon and overthrown. He was double covered out at about the 40 of Ottumwa.
Dennison's pass intended for McKinnon.
Well, 3rd down and 30.
Jace Aguinaga.
I'm fairly certain that there aren't many plays in the Ottumwa playbook for 3rd down and 30, but I'm fairly certain there aren't many plays in the Green Bay Packer playbook for 3rd down and 30, and they have Aaron Rodgers. So this is just one where you try to do the best you can. 3 wide go to the left, tight end on the right side. Snap back to Denniston, looks, pass is deflected and incomplete. He wanted a quick out there, maybe looking for Miles Sainer, but it's knocked down at the line. And Jesus Jaime will receive the snap for this punt, standing in his own end zone. 4th and 30 from the Ottumwa 9. Clock stopped, 7:35 to go until halftime. Ottumwa down 27-0 to number 1 Southeast Polk. Bulldogs run a couple of players on late, but they have plenty of time. Good snap. Jaime will get it away, no pressure. Kind of a sidewinder, and that is over the head of Nwangpa, and it bounces sideways. Now takes a Southeast Polk bounce, and it's down by Zach Ross at the Ram 47. But a good punt by Jaime. He boomed it over the head of Nwangpa.
By Ross.
And prevented any kind of return.
10 for Southeast Polk at that point.
1st down and 10 Rams at their own 47. All their field position has been either in Ottumwa territory or close to it. 7:25 on the clock, 2nd quarter. Rams has started drives. Their first one was from their own 29. Since then, they started from the Ottumwa 49, their own 45, their own 46, and their own 47. They also have an interception return for a score. Wideouts either side. Snap back to Daly, a give to Christensen up the middle, has a hole, and he breaks away at the 45 to the left 40. Schrock trying to catch up to him, but he's blocked, and Christensen is gone for the touchdown. The play was well blocked initially, and then Ottumwa missed a tackle right past midfield, and you cannot miss tackles against this Rams squad. That turns into a 53-yard touchdown. For Titus Christensen, that is his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. And a 1-play drive increases the Ram lead. Navon for the extra point. He is 3 for 4 tonight. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good. 34-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Just one play on the Southeast Polk drive, 53 yards, 10 seconds, 34-0. Ensuing kickoff. Tanner Schrock trying to get around the left side at the 20, and he is run out of bounds at about the 21.
Tanner Schrock on the return for the Bulldogs.
And that's where Ottumwa will take over first down and 10. Now trailing the Rams of Southeast Polk 34-0.
Jackson Dietzenbach. First and 10 for the Bulldogs near the 20-yard line.
Oh, boy, they marked that at the 20. I thought he was across the 20. Back the nose of the ball, just a touch inside the 20. I formation, two tight ends. Hand off Glosser, looking for room off left guard.
On the carry.
And he'll get forward for maybe 3.
Brought down by 59, Braden Hall.
We'll see where they mark this, and they may only give him 2 out to the 22. Second down and 8.
Second and 7 at the 22.
And it's somewhat taking its time between plays. Well, these Rams are every bit as good as advertised. Second down, handoff to Glosser, hit in the backfield and knocked down at the 20.
Glosser.
Well, he got hit high and low at the same time there. That might be, they may be generous and give him the 21, so it's a loss of 1. Third down and 9.
Back to the 21. Brings up third and 9.
Let's see what the Bulldogs try here. They'll send Swartz wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. McKinnon and Gravy are wide left. 2 backs in the backfield. Denniston in the shotgun. Gets the snap. And, it was a draw play to Glosser. He had a hole, but it was sniffed out by the defensive end, Dom Caggiano.
Brought down by 33.
And a loss of 1 will make it 4th down and 10.
Caggiano.
And that'll bring on the punt unit once again.
Jaime to punt for the Bulldogs.
Jesus has hit some good punts. This one is dropped by Aguinaga. He picks it up midfield and then gets crunched at about the Ottumwa 46.
Aguinaga on the return. Brought down
Jalen Aguinaga on that return as Ottumwa tried to kick it away from Nwankpa. And now we get a sanitization timeout. 5:04 to go, second quarter. We're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
.504 to go here in the second quarter. Ottumwa trailing number 1 Southeast Polk 34-0 at Schaefer Stadium. Mentioned this a little earlier. If we didn't have the coronavirus, Ottumwa would not be playing Southeast Polk. If you remember, back in the spring, the Athletic Association announced that Class 4A would move to a tiered scheduling system, whereas the teams that were traditionally struggling, the programs traditionally struggling, would by and large play easier schedules. And Ottumwa originally had a much more palatable schedule for this season, but then coronavirus changed everything. We'll get more into that a little later as Southeast Polk, first down from the Ottumwa 46, backpedaling Daly hits his big tight end, and dragging a tackler to the 38-yard line is Caleb Daniels.
Daly's pass is complete.
Ottumwa had a couple players hanging on for dear life. Daniels, 6'4", 237. Gain of 8 on the play. His 8th catch of the year. You got to imagine that big guy is a target down in the red zone.
38.
Second down and 2. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Daly will bring in motion Boone Bain around to the left. Will he swing it out to him? Yes, he will on a wide receiver screen. Trying to get outside to the 35, sideline to the 30, and he is forced out of bounds, but not until he got down to the Ottumwa 23-yard line.
Brought down by Schrock.
Tanner Schrock finally caught up with him over there. That's a gain of 15. No, make it 14. Mark it just inside the 24. Three wide right, 1 to the left. Daly in the pistol, Christensen behind him. Ottumwa showing blitz. Southeast Polk will shift a little bit. There's a snap. Quick swing pass out to the right. That is caught to the 20, cutting inside and taken down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line is Alex LeClaire, their slot receiver. His first catch of the night.
To number 6, Alex LeClaire. Brought down by Ross and Schrock.
And that's a gain of 15. First and goal at the 9.
Southeast Polk, just inside the 10.
9.5 if we're being hyper accurate here. Rams will have 2 wide to the left. 2 tight ends in this formation. Single back Christensen on the left hip of Daly. There's a snap. Play at, nope, they did give it to Christensen, and he goes right up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown.
Christensen in for the touchdown.
His second touchdown run of the game. That will make it 40-0 pending the point after, and we have now reached the threshold for running clock, but that doesn't go into effect until the second half begins. Still 3:43 to go until halftime in this one. Cale Nave on for the extra point. And he puts it up and through. 41-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Four plays, 44 yards, 1 minute, 21 seconds. Southeast Polk, their 6th touchdown in the first half. They lead Ottumwa 41-0, 3:43 to go until halftime. Nave will kick it off again. And the left footer rolls it this time. It hit an Ottumwa player at about the 40, and Ottumwa falls on it at the 36, so a squib kick. And Ottumwa is fortunate that ball ricocheted to a place where they could get on it. They'll get their best field position, well, their second best field position. They had the ball at the 50 after the Schrock interception in the first quarter. They'll start this drive at their own 36.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 36.
3:23 to go until halftime. Ottumwa down 41-0. If the score remains the same by the end of the half, then we'll begin the second half with the running clock. Ottumwa has 3 wide to the right. McKinnon out wide. Glosser inside him. Swartz inside him. Dennison has a snap. Swings it out in the flat and overthrown, looking for Swartz. Kind of a screen pass of sorts, but incomplete. And second down. If that pass had been completed, Glosser had put a pretty good block on his man, and Swartz might have had room to turn up and run. I think that's the second time they tried to run that play, and both times the pass has been off target. Adam Dennison's a tough kid. He has struggled a bit with accuracy this year. He came into the game only 20 of 60 passing, and a few of his throws have gone awry tonight. Gets a snap on second down under pressure, and he is hit and dropped. And that sack will be credited to Dom Caggiano. That is his 5th sack of the season.
Dominic Caggiano.
All the way back to the 29-yard line. Loss of 7. 3rd down and 16.
Lost back to the 29.
Clock under 2 minutes to go until the half.
17.
Well, hopefully, let's see if Ottumwa can run a play here that at least doesn't end in an incompletion or out of bounds and keeps the clock moving. Too wide to the right. Could be a draw to Palma. Nope, he's going to pass. Out in the flat, caught by Swartz. Tries to make a man miss. Big stiff arm. He shoved the linebacker out of the way. Now, he's well short of the first down, but Swartz just shoving Austin Enos aside, and he goes out of bounds right around the 37-yard line. So we picked up 7.
And 4, Enos on the tackle. 4th and 9.
They give him 8 yards.
37.
But it's 4th down. And with the clock down to about a minute to go, Ottumwa's going to go for this. I suppose there's not much to lose at this point. 4th down and 9, 2 wideouts to the right. Dennison back to pass, steps up under pressure and is sacked. And Ottumwa turns it over on downs. Braden Hall with the sack that time, his 2nd of the season. It's a loss of 3.
Southeast Polk takes over at the Bulldog 34.
And Southeast Polk has it at the Ottumwa 34. And the clock reading 33.4, and Southeast Polk takes a timeout. Not sure why, but we'll take 30 seconds in return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jackie King, owner of TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor. I just want to thank our customers as I know you have options. My staff and I truly appreciate your business. Not only are you supporting a locally owned business, you are supporting 3 different families, putting clothes on their children, paying bills, food on the table, and helping them reach their personal dreams. Shopping local truly means more than what people think. If you haven't stopped into the Stitch Doctor, I personally invite you. TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor, 115 East Main Street, downtown Ottumwa. Thank you for shopping local.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
33.4 seconds, at least for the moment, on the clock. Southeast Polk called their first time out before their first play of the drive. They lead Ottumwa 41-0 late second quarter. I think they're going to add some time to the clock. I think there was some confusion in the other side of the press box here that the running clock does not go into effect until the second half begins. So the clock shouldn't have continued to run after Ottumwa turned it over on downs. And it looked like the Ottumwa coaching staff was trying to signal to the press box to let them know to add some time. I guess Southeast Polk is still charged with that timeout, but if they called that timeout because the clock was moving when it shouldn't have been, I'm not sure they should lose the timeout. I mean, it's 41-0. It doesn't matter that much. All right, they put there's 48 seconds. So Southeast Polk has 48 seconds and 2 timeouts, and they only need to go 34 yards. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Daly, the lefty, back to pass, firing left side, caught but on his knees.
Daly's pass is complete
by Zach Thielen, one of their reserve wide receivers. The clock will stop to move the sticks as he got 10 yards and a first down. Rams going no huddle. Daly rolling to his right, now throws on the run. It is caught and breaking to the outside, stumbling at the 10 and run out of bounds inside the 5 is Quint
Daly's
Christensen.
Complete to number 13,
And Southeast Polk will call timeout. They didn't need to stop the clock because he went out of bounds, but they'll use the timeout anyway. It's 1st and goal. We'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
.5 seconds to go in the first half. Ottumwa trailing 41-0, and Southeast Polk has it 1st and goal at the Ottumwa 5. The Rams did just use their second timeout. They have one remaining as they basically are practicing their 2-minute offense, or in this case, their 48 seconds offense. That's how many seconds were on the clock when this drive began. The Rams will come to the line of scrimmage with 2 wide to the right, the short side of the field. Pistol formation, an H-back on the left. Snap to Daly, and he's rolling out and looking in the end zone for his tight end, Daniels, and he catches it for the touchdown. He could have had Daniels or Rankin. Rankin was running an out route at the 2, and Daniels was 5 yards deep in the end zone, and they were both wide open. So a 5-yard touchdown pass with 8.5 seconds. And Cale Nave is on for the extra point. Second touchdown pass of the night for Jackson Daly. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good, 48-0. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Eight and a half seconds to go until halftime. Southeast Polk 48, Ottumwa 0. The latest Rams drive, 3 plays, 34 yards, 40 seconds. Squib kick on the kickoff. It'll be taken by one of the Ottumwa upmen who just falls on it at about the 29-yard line. And Ottumwa, well, the clock should have stopped. It runs out. It doesn't matter.
That's the end of the
we go to halftime. Ottumwa down 48-0. The clock people still don't understand the running clock doesn't begin until the second half, but again, does not matter. Well, let's take 3 minutes, come back, and begin our halftime show here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Check out this listing at 45 Brookwood. You'll find this real log cabin, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home on a small acreage in one of Ottumwa's nicest neighborhoods. Open concept with vaulted ceilings, skylights, and 4 seasons room with a finished walkout lower level. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom where the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
We are at halftime as the pride of Ottumwa High School, the Ottumwa High Marching Band, performs on the field at the half. The Bulldogs, we knew it would be tough tonight taking on number 1 Southeast Polk, and the Rams have the halftime lead 48-0. The scoring drives, we'll just run through them real quick for you. The first one on their opening drive, Southeast Polk went 71 yards in 4 plays, and it was Jackson Daly throwing a 36-yard touchdown pass to Boone Bain. The second score for Southeast Polk was about a 25-yard interception return by Xavier Nwankpa, and it was 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now, Ottumwa did stop Southeast Polk on its third possession of the first quarter. Tanner Schrock had an interception, but then Ottumwa gave it back with a turnover of its own. And actually, Southeast Polk did score again right before the end of the quarter, under a minute left. They got a 1-yard TD run by Mason Rankin that capped off an 8-play, 55-yard drive. In the second quarter, Nwankpa had a 36-yard touchdown run. Then their starting tailback, Titus Christensen, had a 53-yard touchdown run. That was a 1-play drive. Christensen would later add a 9-yard touchdown run, and then the final score, Daly, the quarterback, his second touchdown pass, threw it to the tight end, Caleb Daniels, and that made it 48-0 Southeast Polk. They missed 1 extra point along the way. That was after their third touchdown. So Southeast Polk, as good as advertised, they had 8 drives in the first half. They scored a touchdown on 7 of them. And Ottumwa will play with a running clock in the second half, and the Bulldogs will attempt to keep trying to play as well as they can. Obviously, you knew the talent level was a big difference in this game, but the Bulldogs just keep having to try hard, do the best they can, and find some things they can build on, because the season's not over after tonight. We're hosting Ames next week, and then we'll have at least 1 playoff game. So there's still a lot to play for the Bulldogs, even though tonight is going not as they had hoped, but maybe as they had feared. 48-0 at the half. All right, we're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll send it back on the radio side to the KBIZ studios. Kyle Smith will have a Radio Iowa News and Radio Iowa Sports update. On the video side, we'll take the 3-minute timeout and then just bring you back to the field and show you what happens as halftime wraps up, and I'll be back on just before the start of the second half. Keep it right here. The Bulldogs are playing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Mark and his team at Champion Bowl have exciting changes coming soon. They are currently closed, but they are making upgrades to improve your bowling experience. Your friends at Champion Bowl love their bowling family, and they can't wait to open back up very soon with a new and improved look. Make sure and like them on Facebook to keep up to date with all the new and exciting improvements happening at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Old Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney. We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared at John, watch me leap though.
We are just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. Ottumwa trailing number 1 Southeast Polk at home tonight, 48-0. First half stats, of course, are not a lot to write home about. By my count, Ottumwa has 36 total yards, 10 rushing, 26 passing. Kai Glosser, 10 carries, 8 yards. Andy Palma, 3 carries, 7 yards. Colt McKinnon, 1 carry, 7 yards. Adam Dennison has negative rushing yards, but those are sacks. He wasn't really trying to run and losing yards. He just wasn't protected as well as he would like. Trey Swartz, 2 catches for 26 yards. Dennison passing 2 of 9, 26 yards, 2 interceptions. Southeast Polk, 315 total yards, 148 on the ground, 167 in the air. Titus Christensen, 6 carries, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Boone Bain, 55 yards, 3 catches, 55 yards, and a score. The quarterback, Jackson Daly, 13 of 15, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw an interception. He was picked off by Tanner Schrock in the first quarter. Schrock now has 3 interceptions on the season. We talked about this some in the first half, and as we get ready for the start of the second half, again, we'll reiterate that if we'd played a normal season free of COVID-19, free of coronavirus, then Ottumwa would not be playing Southeast Polk. The new system in Class 4A with the tiered scheduling would have given Ottumwa a schedule with at least 6 out of the 9 games you would have considered competitive, and if Ottumwa had everything go right, maybe all 9 would have been competitive, a chance to win 4, 5, 6 games perhaps, and maybe more depending on how well the team developed. But that all went out the window with COVID-19, and then with the Athletic Association's decision to not only to go to a maximum of 7 games in the regular season, but then to basically tell Class 4A, figure it out on your own, talk to your conferences. In the other classes, they kept the districts together. They don't have districts in 4A, so I kind of understand that. But Ottumwa was basically had a kind of a revamp, at least part of their schedule, built by the CIML, and this was never announced, but it was on the CIML schedule page briefly that Ottumwa not only would have played Southeast Polk this week as they are, but would have played Ankeny Centennial week 3 and Valley week 4. The Bulldogs said no to those and left those weeks open. They ended up picking up Winterset in week 3 and didn't play a game in game 4 because there weren't any open opponents that would have been beneficial to Ottumwa. So hopefully next year we can get back to that tiered system and the Bulldogs will have a schedule that is more in line with the level that their program is at. Southeast Polk will receive the second half kickoff. Jesus Jaime has it teed up at the 40. Bulldogs kicking it left to right. And the kick is in the air, end over end. A little bit short will be taken at the 11-yard line. And bringing it up, Christensen in the middle of the 20, room at the 25, accelerating. Jaime slowed him down at the 40, but he's down the sideline, and he's going to go. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Titus Christensen goes 89 yards. He'd been averaging 21 yards a kick return, and that will go up. As the Rams strike quickly, and even though we have a running clock, it stops after scores. And Southeast Polk, you hope they just bring the subs in pretty soon because it is already 54-0 pending the extra point. And now we'll see the third kicker on the roster for the Rams. This is Ben Schrock, a senior. Again, their number 1 kicker is injured and out tonight. They used their number 2 kicker in the first half, Cale Nave, and now Schrock will try this extra point, and it is good. 55-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Southeast Polk returns the opening kickoff of the second half, 89 yards for a touchdown. They now lead Ottumwa 55-0. And now Schrock will kick it back to OHS. It's a squib kick, and One of the men on the front line for Ottumwa running back to dive on it. That's Trevor Summers, making sure that Ottumwa didn't let Southeast Polk run in and recover that.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 36-yard line.
Ottumwa will have it at its own 36. That matches its best field position of the night. 1st down and 10, 11:24 to go. In the third quarter, running clock in effect. Denniston in the shotgun, too wide to the right. Adam back to pass, has time out in the flat, and a diving catch by Trey Swartz. Out across the 40. Will they mark it at the 40 or give him the 41?
31, Reed Wolf on the coverage for the Rams.
They'll put it at the 40, so that's a gain of 4. Third catch of the night for Trey. Second down and 6. Getting a little chillier here. We were at 52 degrees at the opening kickoff. Almost no wind to speak of, thankfully. Otherwise, it would feel a lot colder. And it is still 52 degrees. Denniston out to the left, and a leaping catch by Swartz. Puts his head down, runs over a tackler, and he's got a first down into Southeast Polk territory. Do we have a flag down?
Brought down by number 12, Joel
And a
Hackmark.
personal foul on the defense. I think maybe a face mask perhaps, or a horse collar tackle, one of the two. So they'll give Swartz the reception to the 49 of Southeast Polk, a gain of 11. And then a personal foul on Southeast Polk. We'll move the ball all the way down to the Ram 34-yard line.
Takes the ball down to the 34-yard line.
And Ottumwa on the move here. Trying to tell if the Rams have some backups in there. They do at safety, that's for certain. Two wide left, one to the right. Denniston, pump fakes, now throwing deep. He wants Swartz deep down the right side. Oh, just couldn't quite reach it at about the 5-yard line. Close coverage on the play for Southeast Polk by Gavin McCrory, the backup corner. But he tried to stick both hands out and catch it over the shoulder. It was just out of his reach. Well, Ottumwa came that close to connecting for a big gain. 2nd down and 10. Credit to the Rams. I am seeing a lot of second-string players in there. Denniston with the snap, and he'll give it to Glosser, and Glosser ran into a wall, but he backed his way for a few more yards. Kai trying to get untracked here in the second half. Mark it at the 31, gain of 3, 3rd down and 7, and running clock, 55-0, 9:10 to go third quarter. This is 4-down territory for Ottumwa, certainly. It's now 48 degrees here in the city of Bridges on a chilly fall night. I formation, tight formation. And Denniston will give to Glosser, try to pick his way for a first down. He'll come up short, but he's down to about the 26-yard line of Southeast Polk.
Brought down by 94, Zach Brannon.
Zach Brannon on the stop.
Brings up 4th and 3 at the 26.
So 4th down and 2. Give him 5 on the play. 4th down and a full 2. For Ottumwa from the Ram 26. McKinnon goes wide right, backs in the eye. The snap, Glosser left side, has the first down. He's inside the 25 and all the way down to the 21-yard line.
First down. 51, Charlie Johnson.
So Glosser gets 5 on the carry. And Ottumwa keeps this drive alive. We'll see Matt Gravy check out, Miles Sainer check in for Ottumwa. Bulldogs still being deliberate. Sainer's going wide right, McKinnon's wide left. Swartz tight end on the left side. 2 backs in the backfield on either side of Denniston. Shotgun snap, has time, now steps up under pressure, hit from behind and sacked. He had time initially, but eventually the pressure came from Connor Robbins, backup defensive lineman. And that will take it back to the 26-yard line, a loss of 5 as Ottumwa gives up another sack. Boy, Adams been sacked a lot more than Ottumwa would have liked this season.
2nd and 15 at the 26.
2nd down and 15. Two wide to the right side. Two tight ends, single back. Denniston back to pass, has time, throws it right. Caught by Schwartz inside the 15, and he's taken down at about the 13-yard line. That'll set up third down and about 2.
Pass is complete to Schwartz.
That's a gain of 13.
Tackle by 43, Quincy Foster.
And again, 4-down territory, you would think, for OHS.
At the 14.
It's third and about 2.5. The ball between the 14 and the 13-yard line, and the Bulldogs have to get it down to the 11. They might just run this twice if they have to. I formation. They give to Glosser left side, puts his head down, and if they spot it where I think they will, it's a first down. As Kai is down at the 10-yard line, that is a gain of 3.
First and goal.
And it's first and goal right on the 10. So Ottumwa, after giving up the kickoff return to start this second half, has put together a solid drive. Started at its own 36, now down to the Southeast Polk 10. First and goal. Backs offset to the right, and a play-action rollout by Denniston, looking to run, tucks it, 10, 5, puts his head down, dives for the corner, touchdown! Adam Denniston runs over 2 defenders to get into the end zone, and the Bulldogs are on the board. Ran right over the pylon, and Adam is still down. Now he gets up. Stayed down for a moment, but he's on his feet. And Adam Denniston has his first rushing touchdown of the season, a 10-yard bulldozer overrun at the end. And with 5:47 to go in the third quarter, Ottumwa ends the shutout bid. Ryan Carapia on to attempt the extra point. Denniston is the holder. Zach Ross the long snapper. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. Ottumwa makes it 55-7. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Adam Denniston caps off a 10-play, 64-yard drive with a 10-yard touchdown run from his quarterback position. Extra point by Brian Carapia is good, and the Bulldogs are on the board, trailing number 1 Southeast Polk 55-7. Jesus Jaime to kick this away. End over end, kind of a line drive, and it pushes the return man all the way back to the 4-yard line, up to the left side of the 10. 15, hesitates to the 20, finds a seam 25, and he's going to get loose. This is the backup kick returner, Kyle Sisler, and he's going to go 96 yards for another Southeast Polk touchdown, their second straight kick return for a touchdown in this quarter. Kyle Sisler, a junior. And on for the extra point once again is their third kicker, Ben Schrock. Tells you how deep Southeast Polk is. They've got 3 kickers. This kick is good, and it is 62-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Well, Southeast Polk answers Ottumwa's first score of the game with yet another kickoff return for a touchdown. This one 96 yards unofficially by Kyle Sisler. And they now lead Ottumwa 62-7. I imagine kick coverage will be a major focus in practice next week for Ottumwa. Southeast Polk has 3 offensive touchdowns in this game. The Rams have an interception return for a touchdown. That was back in the first quarter. And now they have a pair of kick returns for touchdowns here in the third. The first one was by one of their top kick returners, Titus Christensen, but the second one was by a backup. And we took a timeout there after that extra point for a sanitization break. Now we're getting ready for Southeast Polk to kick it back to Ottumwa.
Schrock to kick off.
So Schrock will kick it away. And it's another low kick. It'll bounce and be taken by one of the up. And that's Jesus Jaime. And boy, he's got some room. He's out across the 40. And he's finally shoved out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Boy, he is an athlete. Got about a 20-yard or so kick return there. One of the up men normally in there to block, but he said, I don't have to go down with this ball. I know what to do with it.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 at the 44.
So Ottumwa has it at their own 44-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, running clock in effect. Ottumwa down 62-7. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Denniston back to pass. Has time over the middle. In traffic, but caught by Swartz in a crowd. And Trey has a first down into Southeast Polk territory, and they will mark it at about the Ram 43-yard line.
Brought down by number 3, Carson Handy.
13 yards on the reception for Trey Swartz, who's heating up here in the second half. It's his 4th catch in this half. And his 6th of the game. Two wide left, 1 to the right on first down, 2 backs in the backfield. Denniston has time now, steps up under pressure. He's hit, and he'll be taken down back at the 48-yard line.
Down in the backfield.
That sack will be credited to Nicholas Walker, a backup defensive lineman.
Nicholas Walker.
Loss of 3 on the play, back
2nd
and
and
make
13 at the 47.
Yeah, loss of 3 back to the 47. And a give on the end round from the wingback position to Glosser, and he got blown up in the backfield, tried to reverse field, but had lost his balance. And he is marked down at the 50. That is a loss of 3.
Lost back to the 50.
3rd down and 16 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 17.
Could be 4 down territory if Ottumwa can get some of it back here. Denniston in the shotgun. Looking left for Swartz. Wants a deep ball to Swartz. Trey trying to run this down, and he reaches back, and it went off his hands incomplete. Boy, he was getting some contact out there from the defensive back, Carson Handy, defending. But Trey will tell you, it was a little bit behind him. He got his hands on it. He'll probably tell you he should have caught that. I thought they should have thrown a flag for interference, but no flag came out, and it is 4th down. Well, Ottumwa has 4th and 16 from midfield, 16 and a half, really. They have to get it just inside the 34, and they will go for it. And at this point, why not? Denniston They run that reverse to McKinnon. He gets outside, needs a block. 45-40, he's down the sideline. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Colton McKinnon on that inside reverse. It worked for a touchdown last week. It works for a touchdown on 4th and 16 tonight. 50 yards, that is the 4th touchdown of 50 yards or more this year by Ottumwa. Well, you like to see the offensive execution. Again, it is against the reserves for Southeast Polk, but Ottumwa will take it.
Karapi in to try the extra point.
Karapi on to try the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So it is 62-14. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Falloon and Sisler deep for...
Ottumwa goes 56 yards in 5 plays. Colt McKinnon a 50-yard touchdown run on 4th and 16, and the Bulldogs have scored twice here in the third quarter. They trail number 1 Southeast Polk 62-14. Karapi with the kickoff, a low bouncer. They don't want another long return taken by one of the up men. That is a backup tight end, Jordan Mitchell, who is taken down outside the 30-yard line.
Brought down by 44.
And now we will presumably see the backup offense for Southeast Polk from the 30-yard line of the Rams.
Southeast Polk takes over 1st and 10 at the 30.
And by the time they snap this ball with the running clock, it'll be about a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. And the first down play is a handoff up the middle for a couple of yards. The new quarterback in there, by the way, is Joe Zelenovich, a sophomore. And I would presume that is the coach's son, Brad Zelenovich.
Brought down by Jaime.
Carry on the play to Ian Bremeyer.
2nd and 8 on the 32.
And he got 2. 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation, 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Zelenovich, a hand, nope, he faked the handoff and threw it out to the right. It's caught in the flat shy of the first down. Reception made by Jaden Linen. And it'll be 3rd down and about 2, so a gain of 6 for Linen.
At the 38.
3rd down and 2 Rams at their own 38. About 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Could be the final play of the quarter. The snap, and a quarterback keeper in the zone. Reads Zelenovich, room up the middle. Breaks a tackle in midfield, but stumbles and goes down at about the Ottumwa 46. Isaac Eaton might have saved a touchdown there.
1st and 10 Rams.
That's a gain of 17 for Zelenovich.
At the 45.
And the Rams, I don't think will get another snap off here. Time has run out. That's the end of the third quarter. 62-14 the score. Fourth quarter after 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
Uh-oh. Look Looks like it's time to bring your vehicle into Gordy's Auto on Madison Avenue. Let Steve or one of his certified mechanics diagnose your car or truck's problems and get you back on the road. Just because your car started this morning doesn't mean it's not time for a checkup. Let them change the oil or perform other preventative maintenance to keep your vehicle running smooth. Stop in and see Steve at Gordy's on Madison Avenue, just before the Rock and Roll Dairy Bar. Call for an appointment and like him on Facebook.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Start of the fourth quarter, Southeast Polk first down and 10 from the Ottumwa 45 with their backup offense in, and a handoff on first down, hitting the backfield and dragging tacklers to the 44 for a gain of 1 is Abu Sama, and he was tackled by, among others, John Harden, Jesus Jaime. Second down and 9.
60, Gabe Jacobs.
Quarterback Zelenovich looks to the sideline. He's got 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Bulldogs in their 4-3. They show blitz. Zelenovich rolls out, looking downfield, throws, and it is incomplete. It went off the hands of the intended receiver, Jaden Linen. The Ottumwa defensive back over there, Trevor Summers, tried to get in the way.
Incomplete.
Might have either gotten a fingertip on the ball or distracted the receiver. Either way, forced the incompletion. And it is third down and about 9.5. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Zelenovich with the snap, play action, throwing deep down the right side. Johnson is there, and he dropped the interception, but it is incomplete. Josh Johnson, boy, had a golden opportunity to pick that pass off. Great position defensively. But it is fourth down.
4th and 10 at the 45.
Doesn't look like Southeast Polk is bringing a punter onto the field. They're going to go for this. It's basically 4th down and 10. 2 wide left, 1 to the right, pistol formation. Quarterback Joe Zelenovich looks to the sideline. Will the Bulldogs blitz here or just try to rush with 4? Now Southeast Polk will call timeout. 10:05 to go in the game. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ. 10:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk looking at a 4th down and 10 from the Ottumwa 45. The number 1 Rams lead Ottumwa 62-14. Again, next week, it would have been Des Moines North. That opponent has been replaced by Ames High. 7 o'clock kick right here at Schaefer Stadium. That'll wrap up the regular season next week, and then everybody's going to the playoffs this year. The Gauntlet of Doom, as Ellis Kojo and I call it, and that'll begin 2 weeks from tonight. 2 wide left, 1 to the right on 4th down for Southeast Polk. Bulldogs with 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. Zelenovich play action, throwing the flat off the hands of the tight end, incomplete. Diving attempt at an interception by Isaac Eaton, couldn't come up with it, but the Rams will turn it over on downs.
Bulldogs take over on downs, 1st and 10.
And Ottumwa will bring the offense back on the field. The Bulldog offense has 2 touchdowns here on its 2 drives so far in the second half. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 45-yard line. By the time they snap this ball, there'll be under 9.5 minutes to go. Denniston, the quarterback, brings the play in from the sideline. Three wide going to the right. Sainer, McKinnon, and Glosser. Swartz wide left. Under center, and a quick handoff to Palma. Got past his own blocker, breaks a tackle into Southeast Polk territory, and he fights his way inside the 45 down to the 44. That's a run of 11 for Andy Palma and a Bulldog first down. Ottumwa spread it out, then gave it to the fullback, and Palma made it work. Had to dodge his own blocker there in the backfield and then squirted ahead.
The Bulldogs at the 44.
And the way the Ottumwa offense has moved the ball in the second half, that bodes well going forward into the final week of the regular season, you would think. Two wide to the right. Shotgun snap back to Denniston. Deep down the right side looking for McKinnon. Oh, he couldn't find it, just off his fingertips at about the 17-yard line near the sideline. Over his outside shoulder, and he just couldn't get his body turned to get an angle on the football as it came down. Second down and 10. Well, we know this is four-down territory for Ottumwa. They went for it on 4th and 16 last time and ended up with a 50-yard touchdown run. Hopefully it doesn't take them that many downs to get moving again here. We're down to 8 minutes to go. Three wide right. Denniston back to pass, throws it out in the flat, caught by Glosser at the 40. Outside, and he's tripped up at the 36-yard line. He's a yard shy of a first down. Gain of 9 on the reception by Kai Glosser. That's his 7th catch of the season. Third down and 1 from the 36.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Pardon me, 3rd and 2. They've got to get it inside the 35 down about the 34. Sainer goes wide right, McKinnon slot right, Swartz wide left, the wide side of the field. They might have a one-on-one down there. And Denniston looking that way, deep ball for Swartz, and he makes the catch in stride, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Trey Swartz just too big, too strong, too fast. And Ottumwa scores for the 3rd time here in the second half.
36-yard play.
36-yard touchdown reception for Swartz, his 3rd touchdown of the season.
Number 1, Brian Karapian to try the extra point.
Score happens with 7:15 to go in the game. Karapia on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good, 62-21. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Balloon and Sisler are deep for Southeast Polk. Karapia to kick off for the Bulldogs.
Ottumwa goes 55 yards in 4 plays. Adam Denniston to Trey Swartz, a 36-yard touchdown pass. Bulldogs take 2:10 off the clock, and they still trail number 1 Southeast Polk 62-21, but 3 second-half scores for the offense. Karapia's squib kick rolls all the way to the deep end, bobbled by Sisler, picked up by Falloon at the 10, and he's up the middle. He finds some room in this broken play. Matt Gravy, though, gets his legs and knocks him down at about the 30-yard line. Good tackle in the open field by Matt Gravy. So the Rams will take over, first down and 10. I think they gave him the 31. And there'll be close to just 6.5 minutes left in this game with the running clock when the Rams snap the ball.
At the 31.
Southeast Polk with wideouts to either side, 2 tight ends in the pistol. And a handoff on first down and a big hit right at the point of attack. A flag comes in as well. The carry was by Luke Worthman. Well, let's check the laundry here. We have holding on Southeast Polk.
preliminary signal is holding against Southeast Polk.
So the Rams will go backwards to start this drive. And as they mark off the 10 yards, again, we'll remind you that kickoff next week is at 7 o'clock. Ottumwa hosting Ames here at Schaefer Stadium.
First and 21.
First and 21 as they move it all the way back to the 20-yard line, too wide to the right. And a handoff going around the right side. They try to get to the edge. Good pursuit by Austin Fountain. And he'll get in on the tackle at about the 25. The run by Ian Bremeyer, I believe. Or check that. No, it was Bremeyer.
Bremeyer, the ball carrier.
He'll get 6 on the play. The cutback got him a few extra yards. And it is second down in about 15. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Zelenovic with the snap. Another handoff, big hole up the middle. 35 outside of the 40, cuts back. And across the 40 out to the 44-yard line with a first down run is Unisi Tabangai.
Tabangai, the ball carrier.
Mark it at the 44-yard line. A gain of 18. 5 minutes to go. Ottumwa kind of flinched on the hard count but didn't jump. They move the back to the left side of the quarterback, Zelenovic. There's a snap. And a zone read. Zelenovic keeps it, and he is tackled from behind. Good pursuit on the play by Lane Spurgeon to stop Zelenovic before he could exploit that hole up the middle any more than he did. It was about a 4-yard carry, but it could have been a lot more if Spurgeon hadn't run him down from behind. Another step back to Zelenovic. He hands off this time, and fighting for room up the middle is Abu Sama. And he's about a yard shy of the first down, depending on the spot here.
Abu Sama, the ball carrier.
Well, they put this down at the 46 of Ottumwa, and that is just shy of the first down. 3rd down and inches. They stay in that pistol. Almost more of a shotgun here. Low snap, picked up, trying to get around the left side and finding room. Well, those outside runs killed Ottumwa last week, and that time it was Luke Worthman who got inside the 40 all the way down to the 34-yard line.
First and 10 for Southeast.
That's a gain of 12 for Worthman. And the Rams offense on the march. 3:23 to go. Ottumwa trailing 62-21. Under center now, Zelenovic. And play action rolling out to the right. Want to throw on the run and overthrows his intended receiver at the 23-yard line. That was intended for Linen.
Incomplete.
And it is second down and 10. Running clock continues, 3 minutes and counting.
Second and 10 for the Rams at the 34.
So Southeast Polk comes to the line, ball on the left hash, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, the short side. Pistol formation, there's a snap and play action, throwing on the slant route. It is caught by Sisler, and he's taken down by Tanner Schrock, but he's inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line.
Kyle Sisler.
That is a 15-yard gain.
First and 10 for Southeast Polk at the 19-yard line.
Under 2.5 to go. Rams in the red zone. First down and 10. At the Ottumwa 19. Two wide right, 1 to the left. Ball still on the left hash. Snap to Zelenovic and a draw play. Try to bounce it outside, and he's got some room to the 15, to the 10, and into the end zone for the Southeast Polk touchdown is Abu Sama.
Abu Sama in for the touchdown.
And the Rams make it 68-21 pending the extra point with 1:54 to go. Now, if they hit the extra point, they'll match their season high in points. They beat Cedar Rapids Jefferson 69-13. The right footer Schrock on for the extra point. Southeast Polk with the man coming on late for their kick protection. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. It snuck inside the upright. 69-21. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Southeast Polk's reserves go 69 yards in 8 plays, 4:36 off the clock. Abu Sama, a 19-yard touchdown run. They lead Ottumwa 69-21. Minute 54 to go in the game. Schrock will kick it away, a high short kick. Trey Swartz has it about the 22. He goes left to the 30, stiff arms a man, and is run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. They may mark him at the 34. Running clock will mean Ottumwa, by the time they snap the ball, will have less than a minute and a half for what should be the final drive of the game. It's been a better second half for Ottumwa. Again, doing it against the reserves, but you do something against the reserves of the #1 team in the state. I think that's still an accomplishment, especially with a program that's trying to build like Ottumwa is. I formation on first down. Denniston will roll out to the right, looking in the flat for Sainer. Underthrew him at the 40, incomplete.
Denniston's pass intended for 86. Miles Sainer, incomplete.
Clock rolling, under a minute to go.
2nd and 10.
Ottumwa might get 2 more plays off here. They break the huddle. Sainer goes wide right. McKinnon wide left. 2 backs in the backfield flanking Denniston. Has a snap. Looks right in the flat. Too tall for Sainer, incomplete. I think they're trying to get Miles his first reception of the season. If they hustle, they'll have 1 more shot at it. Under 30 seconds to go. Third down and 10, 10 seconds left. I don't think Ottumwa's going to get another playoff here. Yep, the Bulldogs will let it run out. So the final score is Ottumwa falling to Southeast Polk, the #1 team in the state, by a final of 69-21. We will take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the postgame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to one.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in and let me, David Berry, assist you with fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, printers to keyboards, new or refurbished. I carry a variety of makes and models. Whether for work or play, I can customize whatever you're looking for. Sure, Main Street is under construction, but my front and back doors are always open. Berry Patch IT Services, open Monday through Friday at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football on KBIZ and our live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. You knew it would be tough tonight. Ottumwa taking on number 1 Southeast Polk, and the Rams win it 69-21. If you're looking for, the bright spots after Ottumwa was down at the half 48-0, the Bulldogs scored 3 second-half touchdowns. Yes, they were against the reserves, but as I said late in the fourth quarter there, Southeast Polk is the number 1 team in the state, so their number 1 offense and defense is obviously as good as it gets. And you got to think that their reserves have some talent too. Not as much experience, but they got to have some talent, or they'd be in trouble with any injuries, and they've dealt with a few. So Ottumwa did some good things in the second half, moved the ball well, found a little something I think in the passing game. Adam Denniston still kind of working on that accuracy, but he started to find something there in the second half. And the Bulldogs hopefully will be able to carry that momentum into next week's game, the final regular season game, when they take on Ames. So OHS, they do fall to 0-5. Southeast Polk now 5-0. And Ottumwa has one more game left in the regular season. And then they do get a playoff game. We've talked about it, but we'll keep mentioning it. Everybody in the state who is still playing football and has been able to avoid the COVID-19 issue, everybody who's playing football at the end of the season will get at least one playoff game. So we know we've got Ames at home next week, and then a playoff game 2 weeks from tonight to be determined. So still a lot to play for Ottumwa High football. We'll take one more 3-minute timeout, come back and wrap up the night on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jackie King, owner of TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor. I just want to thank our customers, as I know you have options. My staff and I truly appreciate your business. Not only are you supporting a locally owned business, you are supporting 3 different families, putting clothes on their children, paying bills, food on the table, and helping them reach their personal dreams. Shopping local truly means more than what people think. If you haven't stopped into the Stitch Doctor, I personally invite you. TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor, 115 East Main Street, downtown Ottumwa. Thank you for shopping local.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but it is sometimes a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone you've noticed a drastic change in behavior in, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the person directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, please call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 641-682-8772.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Check out this listing at 45 Brookwood. You'll find this real log cabin, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home on a small acreage in one of Ottumwa's nicest neighborhoods. Open concept with vaulted ceilings, skylights, and 4 seasons room with a finished walkout lower level. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Schaefer Stadium, where your Ottumwa Bulldogs fall to #1 Southeast Polk by a final of 69-21. I do want to thank all of our sponsors once more: Meridian Credit Union, David Wildbrenner with Allstate Insurance, Warehouse Barbecue, Whitney RV Sales and Service, Petrita Orthodontics, Slayton Polaris, Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, Ottumwa Glass, Community First Credit Union, Lisco, Sonic Drive-In, Family First Chiropractic, Berry Patch IT Service, The Stitch Doctor, Champion Bowl, the Ottumwa Community School District, Dixon's Floors & More, Bench Warmers, R&K Body Pros, Lee's Photography, Gordy's Auto Repair, Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, Cold Palace Cafe and Books, and HT Garage. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin for helping us prepare for tonight's broadcast. And a big thank you to both of our producers tonight, Annie Argo, our on-site video producer, and Kyle Smith, really doing a yeoman's job back at the KBIZ studios. Folks, we have multiple football games every night on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Kyle was producing 2 games at once tonight, so thanks for the hard work, Kyle. We really appreciate it. Finally, I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and on the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com or on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you next Friday night from right back here at Schaefer